Ladies and gentlemen, let's for a Gaming Telecom video. It would appear that the Wii U could be banned from sale, along with several other products from Nintendo, at least if Philips have their way. That's right, Philips. So, way into the future from, of course, their CDI efforts, it would appear that they are getting embroiled in the gaming industry again, but for all of the wrong reasons. Lawsuits aren't particularly new in IT generally, and indeed Nintendo themselves are once again falling a victim to this. Last year they had a patent infringement issue with the 3DS glasses-free technology, and in fact they lost it and had to cough up quite a bit of cash. So Philips actually alleges it owns virtual body control devices technologies, allowing users to control interfaces and games with, and I quote, intuitive controls. Yes, quite. Meanwhile, it claims that the Mote, from of course Nintendo and the original Wii, infringes a second patent, which is, and I quote, a user interface system based on pointing devices. Nintendo aren't making a statement as to yet, but Philips aren't quite so tight-lipped. They've said to the press that it warned Nintendo about these patent infringements way back in the mists of time. You would probably know the year as 2011, and at the time it hadn't actually mentioned about the second patent infringement, also known as the Wiimote. So now it's asking for Nintendo to give it compensation for, and I quote, damages caused by these two infringements, and to actually ban the sale of any technology which requires or uses these technologies to function. In other words, that would mean the Wii U, the Wii U gamepad, the Wiimote, the Wii, and the Wii Mini. So in theory, they could be banned from sale in North America and possibly more regions. So this basically means that it's seeking a trial by jury as well. So while this is being decided, it's likely we're going to be seeing a trial by jury and possibly a ban, which obviously isn't a particularly great move from the perspective of Nintendo. I mean, could you imagine if the Wii U does get banned? From the perspective of a gamer, and more to the point, from the perspective of like advancements, these IT issues, these infringement issues, I kind of feel for them at the same time, because I don't know the situation. I don't know if Nintendo did willingly infringe copyright. I don't know if they were like, oh, this is nice technology, let's steal it. Right? But if they didn't, here's the thing. You can so easily infringe patents now, because at the end of the day, it's like there's only a certain amount of different ways you can go about doing something. And so if something happens to be similar, well, that's where lawsuits come in. And it's like, if you look at the Xbox One and the PlayStation, and this is the crappy comparison, but still, if you look at the Xbox One and PS4, both are using very similar technology. You know, both are using very similar GPUs, both are using very similar CPUs. They're using slightly different memory architectures and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, they are using very similar pieces of technology, and the same thing is going for cell phones as well. If you Google Sue and you Google Samsung, or you Google, oh, let's say HTC or iPhone, just look at the amount of results that pop up. I'm going to go with ridiculous, frankly. There's a countersuit for a countersuit for a countersuit for a countersuit. So by the end of it, it's like Samsung are suing Apple, Apple are suing HTC, HTC are suing Samsung, and then it keeps going round in this ridiculously vicious circle. So in the end of the day, it's like, it's all embroiled in legal messes, and of course in the mobile sector it's even worse, because you're actually getting companies like Samsung have had accusations. I don't know if it's true or not, and I actually own a Samsung product, so I can't make judgments, but Samsung actually have been accused of basically giving negative reviews to their competitors, which is just kind of ludicrous, and obviously Philips are not doing that, but that just gives you an idea of what I'm referring to when I say that these lawsuits are not anything new. And as I said, they did apparently, despite the fact they acknowledge that Nintendo have been producing these motion controls hardware since the original Wii, it claims that it notified Nintendo back in November. Oh dear. Well, it's kind of hard to know who to root for. I don't particularly root for anyone, but I do hope for Nintendo's sake this does get cleared up pretty lickety-split. Of course, the other issue is, let's say you've bought a Wii U, and this ban happens. Theoretically, it could get to the point where you can't buy a second controller, or you'd have to like buy it used or something like that. Of course, this is very unlikely. I mean, I don't know what the chances are of this actually going to court and for them to actually get an injunction against sale, but, well, let's hope it doesn't get to that. Anyway, I'll leave you guys to it. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Give me a comment, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this, and, you know, give the video a rating. That'd be pretty damn appreciated. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Take care, and bye for now.